Today we're trying something a little different. We're going to be reviewing another wholesale seller's wholesale leads list. All right, we're going to get straight into this. So I've got Amazon open right now. And I'm going to start plugging in these ASINs. Let's just use this this same spreadsheet I've been using for my wholesale leads. Okay, first one is B07 W1HKYQK. You know, I think I did this yesterday, but let's check. Yeah, let's go over it anyways. If you guys haven't seen the Hey, Best Primal, how's it? Welcome back. Hey, Saul. So I'm going through that list, but I'm not going to name names. So I'm reviewing the first ASIN that's on this list here. All right. So the one thing that did concern me was the fact that the brand name is also the seller. So it is a private label product. And I don't see any other sellers on here. Oh, there's one. But I honestly wouldn't risk it. Let's just go through the numbers anyways. All right, so this is in the camera and photo category. It's ranked 66, which is really good. Let's see if Jungle Scout can pull up our monthly sales. So according to Jungle Scout, it's $47.97. And there's only, let's just say 3 sellers right now. Oh, $47.97. Okay, and the price for this is currently $219. Brand name is Eufy. I'm going to rewrite this. 7W1HKY. All right. So this first item on the list here is Eufy, but they're selling the same product. They've been selling it for a while, actually. Let's take a look at the Keepa history. So Amazon doesn't sell this, and they've been selling it for over almost a year. What else did they give us? I think they gave us the wholesale price too. So $150 a unit. So let's take a look at that. So we know this is the estimated sales velocity. There's 3 competitive sellers, so you can expect to sell about 1,600 units. 1,600 units. Let's figure out what the profit per unit is going to be after all expenses. So it's $150. Shipping costs, let's say $2. So you can expect a profit of $30 per unit at an ROI of 20%, which is pretty good. I mean, if you can take this 30, then times 1,600, right? So that's about 48,000 in actual profit per month just on this one product, right? You know what? I have another sheet. Let me pull this up real quick. So this is another sheet I created to keep track of some of the wholesale products that I regularly purchase from. So I'll update this whole list and filter it, and then be able to determine where I invest my capital into first. All right, Best Primal asks, I have a question. So what if Amazon Warehouse is on the listing? Can I still compete if prices aren't inflated and matching other buyers' prices? No. If Amazon sells it, I would not sell it. I know a lot of people out there compete with Amazon, but if you're wrong about it and you're doing wholesale and you've got hundreds of units that you're trying to sell, and if to compete with Amazon, now you're either breaking even or you're taking a loss. I mean, I wouldn't do that. If Amazon already sells it, I wouldn't deal with it. If it was like retail arbitrage, sure. If you have like 1 or 2 units, but if it's wholesale and you got hundreds of units, then I wouldn't take a chance. All right, so let's do the same thing, but with this list here. Description. Oh gosh, can't wait. Whatever, security camera. Total sales per month, what did we come up with? That was around 4797. Competitive sellers 3, so that's 1599. Wholesale price is 150. FBA price was 219, I believe. So Amazon fees, that's another column here that I added. Amazon fees would be $37.91. Shipping's $2. Total expense is $152. So the spreadsheet's just about the same as this calculator here, right? So if you were to invest and purchase, what was it? 1,600 units, right? You'd have to spend $250,000 to get 46,000 back, right? All right, we have another question. Winnie, do you only sell on listings with at least 3 other FBA sellers for wholesale? So the less amount of competitors, the better. You can keep track of the prices easier. You can keep track of their inventory levels, right? So yeah, well, less competition is better. You have the better margins that way, unless they're mega sellers that they're selling thousands of units and they're already getting it at a wholesale price much lower than you can get it, right? So they can afford to lower their expense, lower their FBA price and make less but move more. What if there's 2 FBA sellers on the listing but not from the brand owner itself? I would move forward. If it's not the brand owner, I would move forward. Well, depending if, all the other criterias are good, like, the sales velocity is around close to 100 units per month. If Amazon, take a look at like the sales history, right? So look at a keep a graph, see if Amazon used to sell it or you just discovered it in between a time frame when Amazon just sells out, right? So do your due diligence before you get into it. But yeah, if it's not a private label product, then yeah, contact the manufacturer, open that wholesale account and place that order. So the first item on this list, if you're allowed to sell it, it's good. No, but the fact that the brand owner is a seller, I wouldn't deal with it. Okay, what else do they have on their list? Okay, let's take a look at this. B0, no, 7B9KDM5R. What is this? By the way, if you guys are just tuning in, do me a favor, help me out a little bit. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. I'm trying to put more time into, I actually put more time into YouTube nowadays than my FBA. So yeah, help me out. Okay, this one, let's read a little bit about this. Ships and sold by Amazon. See, that already, I don't like it because Amazon already sells this product. So price profit. So I'm just reading, trying to get a, what is this called? A wholesale price for this. ASIN unit sell source. Maybe it's a source price. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 127.50 is the wholesale cost for this. 127.50. Do you use helium 10? I think that's how he gets his numbers. I was using helium 10, but I already hit my limit. Wait a second. Yeah, I already hit my 50 listing limit. Best primal. I have 200K to start with for wholesale, but in Hawaii, is that too much to start with? Yeah, you don't need 200,000. You can use, when we first started, we had about, our first order was about $100. No, I think it was 200. So $200. You can start as little as $200 and kind of learn the process, you know, build that Rolodex of distributors, brand owners, wholesalers that you can work with, find out what the best products are and kind of go from there. But yeah, you don't need 200K. Okay, we're looking at this. If you guys are just tuning in, we're reviewing another seller's wholesale leads list. Memory foam. I don't like it already because this one's already on Amazon. Amazon already sells it, so. But we'll look more into it. Ashley memory foam. This one's $377, the home and kitchen category. According to Jungle Scout, it moves 163 units per month. Let's see how many, we got 9 sellers. But it's tough. See, this guy's ships from, okay, so this is, he's doing FBM, right? This guy's doing FBM, this guy's doing so they're all doing FBMs. And they're priced at $325. But Amazon still has it at $255. What was the product cost? $127.50. Ooh, what's the shipping on one of these? Hey Andre, welcome to the channel. Bro, why do you prefer this method of product research than other methods like Googling distributors, etc.? This is actually, there's a term for the way we research. This is called reverse sourcing. So you start at the end, right? You look at fast moving products on Amazon, then you kind of work your way to the beginning. Yeah, you can open up multiple accounts with distributors, go through their entire list, and might not even find one single, usable product that you can purchase from them. So you're kind of wasting your time that way. But like I said, I'm no expert. I say start from just like troubleshooting anything. I'm kind of a technician by trade. So I always start from the end, work my way to the beginning. But really, whatever works, right? Okay, we're trying to figure out this Ashley memory foam. So what would the shipping cost be for one of these? See, I'm in Hawaii. I don't know what to plug in here. So even if I said $1, right? And then Amazon's selling it for $2.55. See, according to this calculator, you're already losing $62 per unit just competing with Amazon. So we'll plug that in anyways. Fees with FBA, it's 188. Oh geez. FBA fees cost more than the wholesale price. So if you were to buy 9,000 units of this and dumped 1.1 million, 1.2-ish, you'd lose over $500,000. How many pieces does Amazon have in stock? Good question. Okay, let's take a look. So according to this Keepa, they've got already over 999. But I have this other Chrome extension. I think this was free. So this will tell you too. So yeah, Amazon has over 1,000. Everybody else has just a handful. But this isn't set in stone because sometimes they'll limit how many you can purchase from them. And that's the number that'll show here. So it might not necessarily be their total inventory in stock. Pass. Yes, I agree. Pass. Big pass on this one. All right, what do we have? What's next? Oh, we have a bunch over here. Okay. Granted, these are kind of old according to this list, but we'll still kind of go through it anyways. Best Primal says, sometimes I don't understand some sellers selling stuff that loses money. Yeah, man, I can't speak for them. Maybe they're a lot smarter than I am. But yeah, some people make it work. Oh, you know what? Okay. So it's not profitable doing FBA, but maybe FBM, you might be able to make something out of it. So FBM, I'm actually not familiar with that. See, I don't see an option here to select FBM. So maybe FBM, you might make money. Let's move on. Melissa and Doug. I like this brand. I heard them on the how I built this podcast. It's a husband and wife entrepreneur. Went back to basics, and instead of doing electronics, they started doing wood pieces. It's pretty cool. All right, so this is the next item here. Let's just fill these in. All right, sales per month. What do we have? 2106. 2106. Amazon already sells it, so right off the bat I wouldn't do it. One competitive seller. Ships and sold by the same product. So that's FBM, that's FBM, that's FBM. These are all FBMs. Amazon's the only FBA, of course. Okay, and even at, so this guy's at FBM. He's selling it for 6 and shipping is $5.49. So I'm assuming he's profitable at those numbers. So what is that? 6, around 12-ish. So competitive sellers. Actually, I'll read your comment after this. Let me so five competitive sellers. Let's just put 5 there. So that's 421. Wholesale price is unit sell source. Sell source. What? $4. Okay. So $4 per unit. FBA price is $11.99. Shipping, let's just say a quarter. $11.99. Oh, so you can actually still FBA this and still make a profit. Possibly. I mean, it says so here. 56 if you're getting it for $4. So this might actually be good. Oh, but you might not even get the buy box because Amazon sells it for $11.99. You might have to go lower than that. $10.99. So even at $10.99, you're still doing 36. See, but I don't know if you'll even get the buy box at $10.99. But it's something worth probably getting a test order run. Send a few in, see if you can get it. The buy box for $10.99. Assuming these numbers are right. No, just to play it safe, let's put $10.99. Total Amazon fees is $5.19. Shipping is 25 cents. I'm just throwing a number for shipping. I don't know. $11.99. Let's say $10.99. 36% ROI. So if you can make some profit off of that, you can expect a profit of $652 per month. Buying 421 units per month. So yeah, that might be a good buy. I had a wholesale account. Andre says I had a wholesale account with M&D, Melissa and Doug. Profit margins are tough unless you get a serious discount. Plus Amazon always has units. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, naturally I wouldn't be dealing with this type of listing because Amazon sells it. And, you know, it's Amazon's playground, so it's hard to play against Amazon. Amazon will drop the price. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Even if we did lower it to $10.99, Amazon could possibly still. They didn't even care about. From my understanding, they didn't even care about being profitable. They just want to always have the buy box. They don't care. On M&D, if you undercut them, yeah. Pros and cons of faster moving products that have a good BSR. Pros and cons. Are profit margins lower? What if you find a product that has like BSR 200 and have a high profit margin? When you say BSR 200, you mean actual 200 or 200K? Let me read that again. Pros and cons of faster moving products. So pros and cons of faster moving products. I guess the faster moving a product is, you're going to expect more competitive sellers. If there's more competitive sellers, then everybody tries to undercut each other. Then when you add on top of that the brand, which could be like a really super popular brand name, then you'll have even more competitive sellers, like 40, 50, 60 competitive sellers. And from there, it's just a race to the bottom. You're just trying to break even at that point. Pros and cons. So pros, so that's the cons. The faster moving the product, the more competitors there are, the lower the margins. The pros is if you're doing a model like Wholesale, you know, the name of the game is to take your capital, invest it into some kind of vehicle, in this case, Wholesale products, right? That are fast moving. Send it in, get it listed, sell out, take the profits, reinvest it, right? So you want to do that every month, right? So if you're getting, in this case, 36% ROI of however much you're dumping into it, total investment $17.90. I mean, you're taking that, then when you get it back, it'll be $17.90 plus $6.52. Then you take that money, then you invest it again, right? So you do that 12 times, right? 12 times in a year. So that's the name of the game with Wholesale. That's the pro. Sorry, I kind of went off. Pros and cons. What if you find a product that has like 200 BSR and have a good high profit margin? That's pretty rare. That's like finding a unicorn. So if you do find that, share it with me. How much money can someone expect to make doing Wholesale? I mean, shoot, look at, I never asked, like, watch me Amazon. I never asked Amazon Lit or smartest Amazon seller. I never asked those guys, but they're doing like, you know, 10, 20, 30, even over 100 million in sales. So if you want to, I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, I know my numbers. But yeah, I should probably talk to my boss, my wife, if I decide to disclose any numbers. I love your Wholesale spreadsheet. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty big into spreadsheets. Like I do all my spreadsheets from, I mean, this is just like the foundation of what I do, right? You got to know your numbers. You have to know your numbers. You have to know your numbers, then be confident enough to be able to write, you know, like $20,000 checks, $30,000. I mean, you got to know your numbers. This doesn't even include like inventory labs or my QuickBooks. But yeah, you got to love numbers to scale anything, right? Oh my God, that's a lot of money if you reinvest it 12 times in a row. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the power of Amazon and a scalable model like Wholesale. And I don't think Amazon's going to be around, like this opportunity. Yeah, it's not going to be around forever. You know, the universe gives you these opportunities. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to take advantage of it, right? So take advantage of it right now. Saul says, Looks like doing the reviews on items is getting lots of comments. You should do more of these. Yeah. Thanks for suggesting, Saul. So Saul is like a regular on here. Thanks for recommending me doing this. But yeah, I can do more of these. This would be like its own little kind of playlist, right? And if it provides value, even better. Best Primal. I want to reach $1 billion before I die. Is that possible? So I recommend listening to like how I built this. I mean, there's a huge difference between like a millionaire and a billionaire, right? Like you ask these billionaires, did they expect to be billionaires? They always say the same thing, like luck, being at the right place at the right time, has a huge factor in making the difference from millionaire to billionaire. So yeah, you got to be lucky too, but also be smart and efficient and have a scalable type of business, right? I wouldn't know. I'm not even close there. I'm just trying to get my first million. That's my goal. All right, moving on. Where are we at? Did we finish this? Melissa and Doug. Okay, so we determined this might be a good deal, right? All right, next one on the list. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, please. Like button, notification, and subscribe. All that YouTube stuff. Trying to get this YouTube channel up and running. I've been slacking off for the past 4 years. All right, B00P 2SL 57M. What's another Melissa and Doug? Okay. Oh, by the way, this current inventory column here. So this is another, not that it matters, but let's say I already have some in stock. I have, 600, and I kind of review it. Oh, wait a second. This didn't even work. Never mind, it doesn't work. I'm not going to talk about it. All right, it's another Melissa and Doug. Sales velocity is 1298, so about 1300. Competitive sellers, we've got 5, so you're going to be 6, so you can expect to move 216. Wholesale price 2.5, 250. FBA price is $9.99. Fees for this is let's say quarter for shipping. Nope. FBA fees is $6.45. 25. Profit per item is 79 cents. That's about 29%, which is still acceptable. So if you can profit 79 cents from a total expense of $275, then you can expect to make $170 per month. Well, there's some, actually thinking about it, there's some added expenses. This shouldn't just be shipping. Well, so it's shipping expenses plus like shipping materials too. That's the other thing that you should be thinking about. So it should be more like, I don't know, 35 cents or something like that. So you're looking at an ROI of 24%. Profit per month is about $149 if you sell 216 units, which might not even be worth it. So that's up to you. to decide, you know, if prepping 200 units to make 150 per month. See, that's when you got to decide if something like a product like this is even worth it for you. Ever thought about owning a franchise like McDonald's here in Hawaii? I heard it's good money, but a lot of capital needed to start with. I don't know, man. Well, the restaurants in general, because at one point I was doing merch by Amazon, so I was getting pretty big into that. So I started approaching a bunch of restaurants, talking about like the t-shirt model and how they can use it to promote their restaurant. But anyways, yeah, after talking to them, their margins are so slim, like less than 5% per month, and that's like a mom and pop type restaurant. Now you're talking about like a franchise. I'm assuming you have to order like all the ingredients have to be from the same place, right? Because they're trying to keep their qualities, you know, standard, right? That our cost here in Hawaii is going to be even more, so it's even going to be a smaller margin after all those added expenses. So I never really thought about it. Well, I kind of thought about it, but yeah, I'm not. If I can get 30% doing what I do on Amazon, then I'm just going to keep doing this. This one's okay. Like I said, 150 per month. It's up to you. Okay, next one on the list. Hopefully it's not another Melissa and Doug. B01 ALIQ C5Y. Oh, it is another Melissa and Doug. That's okay, we'll go through it. We have time. Oh, wait a second. Was Amazon a seller? See, Amazon's a seller for this product too. That's what makes it... I wouldn't even deal with anything sold by Amazon. I wouldn't deal with. I'm just going to look up the brand name, see if there's any Melissa and Doug products that Amazon does not sell. Pros and cons of product researching by spying competition on sellers' storefront. I remember Larry saying it's a great way to, just wondering your opinion and take on it. Looking through other competitors' listings, that's one of the best ways. I tested it out and found a ton of potential products. It felt too good to be true. In regards to Melissa and Doug, to make a good profit, you have to bundle. Oh, that's a good idea. If there are good moving bundles, we should be able to see it on this on the sheet, right? So one FBA, but main thing, I'm just trying to see if there's anything that Amazon doesn't sell. Here's one. I don't think this is Melissa and Doug. Slotic. No other sellers? How long have they been selling this? Almost a year. See, I don't know if they're an authorized distributor or authorized Amazon seller for this brand, or that is the same, you know, like a child company of this brand. But this actually looks like a good lead right here. Anyways, we're not here looking for leads. I thought this might have been a Melissa and Doug listing, but this one is a Melissa and Doug, but it's only $668. Yeah, majority are sold by Amazon. Well, all of them are. Yeah, it's most likely a private label product. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that. Bummer. All right, let's skip a few. I'm gonna go to the top of the list. Hopefully it's not a M&D. Q8. No, did not match. Typed it in wrong. Let's try this again. So B01 B1 VE4 Q8. No, doesn't exist. All right, next one. B083B333K3. This one doesn't exist either. Let's try going in Amazon actually. Well, regardless, it should have popped up anyways. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So right off the bat, one FBA seller, this could be a private label seller, and the BSR is way too high. I wouldn't open any wholesale accounts or get into any product unless it's like 10,000, 20,000. But let's look into this anyways. Best Primal. There was one product I found that had 2 FBA sellers, wasn't the brand owner, but on the listing the brand name was different. I found that had 2 FBA sellers, wasn't the brand owner, but on the listing the brand name was different than the product. Have you ever come across? Oh yeah, I don't know why they would do that. It sounds like it's a new listing and they just changed the brand name just so there's another listing out there. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen those before though. You're right. Okay, so let's crunch these numbers. That's a way too high BSR, but let's look through it anyways. 0 monthly sales. Well, this is a brand new listing. It's only been out for 25 days. And Amazon's been selling it. And they only sold 2 units. Yeah, I'm not even gonna move forward with this. It's way too slow. Alright, we're moving on. If you guys are just tuning in, what are we doing? We are going through another seller's wholesale leads list, trying to see if it's worth purchasing and joining their community. I'm not going to name the name, but that's what we're doing right now. If you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit the like button, notification bell, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I guarantee you'll find some value in this. Best Primal says it sells like crazy too. It sells about 4,000 units per month, but I figured nobody hopped on the listing because they couldn't find the correct brand name of that product, but it took me a while and I did. Oh, 4,000 a month? Yeah, you should definitely contact the manufacturer, open that wholesale account, yeah, that seller's probably raking it right now. Okay, so this listing that was on the list is really no good. So we are moving on. Next one on the list is B08 3B333 K3. Feels like I've typed that in before. See, it doesn't come up in Google search. I think it's a new listing. It's the same one. Maybe that's why it seemed like I typed this in before. Okay, next one. B07 MT7 X26W. Right off the bat, Amazon sells this. It's got 17 competitive sellers, or 17 sellers. You prepared for Q4 this year? No, not yet. But I don't do toys. I don't do seasonal. I don't bank on Q4. It could be a wrong strategy, but I sell the same products all year round, and it doesn't really go up that much. There's really no difference during Q4. So what, Primal, are you selling on Amazon already? All right, we're gonna add this to the list. Well, if you guys do sell on Amazon, comment what model you guys are doing, whether it's private label, wholesale, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, drop shipping. All right, we're looking at the monthly sales velocity. So I've got this spreadsheet here. I mean, you can make your own spreadsheet, but I like to have all my numbers all on one sheet. And the nice thing about this is, you know, when I'm all done, I like to organize, filter all the numbers, and go purchase inventory with the largest return on investment and the largest profit per month. So I'll fill all these numbers in and then filter it, and then that's how I kind of figure out what I'm going to spend my money on. $564 number of competitive sellers, but Amazon already sells it. Competitive FBA offers is 2, you're 3, so you can expect to sell 188. Best Primal, I haven't started selling yet. Still learning as much as I can about everything because it's new to me, but I'm going to start January. Yeah, man, you can only prepare so much, right? I'm sure you know that. You sound like a smart guy. You're never going to be 100% ready. Just get started, learn along the way. Be willing to make mistakes. Expect to make mistakes, right? Be comfortable with making mistakes. So what is this? This is 26W. I'm looking for the wholesale price. Wholesale price is $8.75. FBA price is $24.97. Fees with FBA. So shipping cost is 25 cents. For you mainlanders. Okay, so assuming you can get the buy box from Amazon, because I think Amazon has it right now. Actually, let's look at the history. So yeah, Amazon's been holding steady at $24.97. Then they sold out. Oh, Amazon just got on the listing recently. Well, maybe not. So they were here in August. Let's go 3 months. Oh yeah, it is pretty recently. So those guys are probably selling this plush doll up until that point, and then Amazon came in. Oh, Amazon's been out of stock since April. Now they're back in stock. So again, just the fact that Amazon sells it, I wouldn't deal with it. See how many units they have. Thank you, bro. I'm actually racking up lead suppliers till Amazon allows new sellers to sell them. When they do, I'm going all in. Yeah, dude. Sounds like you have a game plan. That's good. All right, Amazon. Not sure what this asterisk is, but all these other guys, they have 200 units, 401 units. I wonder if this asterisk means there's a maximum that you can purchase, right? So if that's the case, then Amazon has more than 27. So fees with Amazon is $7.49, 25-cent shipping. If you can manage to get the buy box at, what price was that? $24.97. You can get a return on investment of 94%. And that's a big if. You never know when competing against Amazon. Happy Sunday, by the way, everybody. Only one more day, then we're back at our full-time jobs, right? Can't wait. I'm just being sarcastic. What do you do when Amazon hops on the listing of the item that you're already selling? There's nothing much you can do. You can only wait until they sell out if they do, or lower your price and be okay with breaking even or taking a loss and just sell out, so you can take that capital and reinvest it into something else that can give you returns. All right, guys, it's been an hour. I think this is it for today. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, see ya.